Our Everyday Lives Include Coffe really means a lot to me because it's that voice, it's that vision. It is my tool to get my message out there and to really make myself heard and make a name for myself. When creativity has struck me, and when I feel motivated as a person, as an artist, as a creative being, as a creative individual, when I feel motivated, that's when my process really takes off, when I really start drawing something. I can't just sit down and say, okay, well, I need to draw a chapter today, or I need to write a chapter today, let's go ahead and write that. If I were to say I don't like large conglomerate companies, you could take it that I would never sign to one, or I'd never work with one, or I'm fully against one in a sense. Companies like Marvel, like DC, like Dark Horse, they come to the table with a product. I'm one of those people who needs to see a project from point A to point B in order to feel satisfied about it. It can be a challenge, but there's a point in the creative process where you really need to embrace that, and you really need to allow what you are synthesizing to change you and to move you. And I think with something corporate, you can't allow that. I knew right off the bat that I didn't want it to be something corporate, something machine-made. So I think that it's really important that with our Everyday Lives Include Coffe, I include things like backboards that have been individually stamped, or a certain kind of individuality to each comic. And I think that's not only really important, but I really like providing that sort of creative aspect. I need to allow people to allow the art to change them. I have started creating who I actually am by doing something so simple as having a cup of coffee and having an epiphany. It's important that I use the physical element, the real element of coffee that I put on paper, and infuse that into the comic, because it's a reflection and it's an example of how I'm infusing my message into the story. Not just the coffee itself, but the metaphor of coffee. The creative process with our Everyday Lives Include Coffe is unique in the sense that I will remove myself from today's society. I will put myself in the shoes of a paperboy in the 1920s, or I will really walk in somebody else's shoes, but I'm not going to be taking the same path that they would walk. I'm in their shoes, but I don't have to walk down the same road that they go down every day. You know, I can make it my own, I can change, I can bring new creative aspects to a similar idea. If there's anything I want our Everyday Lives Include Coffe to say to somebody, or to allow some sort of concept to resonate with an individual, to me that needs to be hope. People who were living like me and in my reality of not liking their job, not liking going to work or waking up to go to work, I really want to resonate with those people that they can start a band, they can start a comic, they can do whatever they want, and that they shouldn't allow themselves to live in dogma.